Step 2, Courageous and Purposeful Networking. My name is Jackie Perkins. Now, just to remind you, if you watched Step 1, we spoke about developing brand you. And developing brand you was all about developing the physiology and the psychology and your internal dialogue so that people would buy you before they bought your idea or your product. So now we're ready to move into Step 2, which is courageous and purposeful networking. So what do I mean by courageous? I actually have a term that I use for it called hunting, and the reason I call it hunting is because in the good old days when we were cavemen, if you didn't get out and hunt for your food, you would literally starve to death. And that's what I want you to thinking about when you go and network, is there is no plan B, there is no alternative option. If you don't hunt, you're not going to get the business, you're not going to have any money, you won't be able to pay the bills, because people with a plan B don't actually achieve plan A. So we've really got to have that hunting mentality. We need to be courageous and purposeful. So what do I mean by purposeful? Who are you talking to? What kind of person is your manager? What do they want to hear? Who is your client? What are their stated and unstated needs? Or who is your team? Do you really know if you're talking to the decision makers? Are you talking their language? Are you engaging in a forum that they actually are going to understand and buy into? So at this point, we're now ready to put a plan in place. And when we put this plan in place, we actually need to be thinking about the script we're going to use. And what I want you to think about is what's important to them. What is their WIFM factor? What's in it for me? So very often we think when we network, we have to go and tell people, this is who I am, this is how amazing I am, these are all my achievements. But actually all they're wanting to hear is, how are you going to help me? How are you going to get a solution for me? So I want you to start off with a WIFM statement. The reason being is that every piece of information that we process goes through the emotional brain first, and immediately the emotional brain decides, is this helpful to me or is this harmful to me? Is this a threat to me or is it an opportunity for me? And if the brain goes, this is an opportunity, it's helpful to me, the rational brain engages, and now this person is willing to talk to you about whatever your idea or your service or your product is. So I really need you to think about, how are you going to start with a WIFM statement so that their brain receives it as a helpful conversation. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're trying to run an idea past your boss. You might say something along the lines of, I know how important it is to you that we get results by the end of the month and stay within budget. And your manager will go, yep, absolutely, let's have this conversation. And you then go on to your idea. Or maybe you're trying to sell retirement homes and you're trying to get a real estate agent to pass on people from their client base to come and look at your retirement units. So you would go to the real estate agent and say, you know what, every day I come across people downsizing and selling their homes. I'd love to introduce them to you. And then you can move on to, and I'd love to meet your clients that are looking for retirement units. We've got a win-win outcome for both people. So I want you to really think about this next time you step out and need to be courageous and purposeful in your networking. And that will lead us to Step 3, the networking ladder of loyalty. And until next time, be bold, be curious.